Texas lawmakers are taking new steps to ensure the state is keeping a closer eye on your pet's doctor. Investigator Avery Travis discovered missing disciplinary records from the Texas Board of Veterinary Medical Examiners website last year. She's back at the Capitol to tell us about the future of the agency in charge of licensing and regulating vets.
Plagued with problems, preventing them from doing their job. That's how staff tasked with reviewing the Vet Board described the agency in their latest report, released this week. They lay out many of the same issues that we found in our own KXAN investigation. That's missing disciplinary records that are supposed to be public for pet owners, a backlog of complaints and investigations leaving families and doctors alike in the dark, and ongoing issues with implementing a database that actually works. Our findings came after 3 previous legislative reviews had already called for changes. This time, the Sunset Advisory Commission, which judges the performance of state agencies, offering 3 specific options for lawmakers to consider. The Sunset Commission picked one of those options. That is to attach the Vet Board to another agency, the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. TDLR's staff would advise and approve decisions for the veterinary agency for the next 4 years before lawmakers reconsider this decision. Now, the entire legislature still has to approve this move, but the chair of Sunset says they think it's a step in the right direction.
The Vet Board needs improvement across the board, and I think TDLR will give them the tools and oversight, manpower, and kind of direction that they need to take.
To watch our original investigation and to catch up on all of our coverage and to see how this issue really impacts animal and pet owners here in Texas, go online now.
The Sunset Commission passed on recommendations for several agencies, including the Public Utilities Commission and ERCOT. Sunset is the process where the legislature looks closer at ways to improve the performance and functions of those agencies, or even whether those agencies should be discontinued altogether. There are 3 phases to the Sunset review process. Evaluation, where staff research the agency in question, identifying problems and areas for improvement. Then they publish a report with recommendations. In the deliberation phase, the commission holds a public hearing to get input on the recommendations. After the hearing, the commission meets to decide what recommendations to adopt and send to state lawmakers. That's the phase that wrapped up on Wednesday. The final phase is legislative action, where lawmakers consider the Sunset Bill recommendations. President Biden's border visit draws a mix of compliments and complaints.
This is for nothing but for show unless it begins to enforce the immigration laws.
We dig deeper into the response to the presidential visit and the question about whether he got a sanitized look at conditions along the border. More money, more problems. How the state's record revenue surplus is creating a unique challenge for lawmakers bracing for battles over the budget.